Candace Owens, Fox News, and the gun violence myth, or what they're trying to say, the agenda behind holding gun violence. And hold on, sorry about the lint in my hair. I don't take care of it like I need to. But anyway, the myth behind Candace Owens and Fox News and their what they call it, federal police law shit they got going on. Right. Okay. Anyway, so I was watching her and Tucker Carlson, and they was talking about the criminality, the criminality of the Democratic Party over the last 2 years, and it had something to do with Joe Biden, right? So I was thinking about it, and I started doing simple math, and I subtracted 2 years from Joe Biden's term, and I came up with Trump was in office on some of those years. Damn, I should have messed up a train. Dang, that's cold blood. She just took off. She could have let that girl alone. Anyway, so I came up with, Trump was in office within these last 2 years. And so I'm trying to figure out how the agenda fits when we're talking about some kind of criminality by the Democratic Party. So, and then I started listening to them. And they started talking about how gun violence skyrocketed because of I guess apparently the government or the Democrats invented COVID, even though that happened also while Trump was in office, and it was that was what they could use to push whatever criminality they got going on to make themselves rich. And I mean, it's just sometimes it's overwhelming how they speak on these shows. And then she started talking about how gun violence has raised, or how it's gotten higher. I guess apparently on some exponential type level. I'm not gonna say exponential, but it's probably just got so much higher since the Democrats got in office or something like that, or because of COVID, whatever the case may be. Now, they always shy away from where stuff like gun violence come from, and like these urban, or like they try to pinpoint Chicago, or places where violence is kind of common, or really is, where they say common. We're gonna use the word common because that's language, but it's highlighted in those areas because they don't highlight violence in Pennsylvania, where it is very high in the impoverished areas, and keep that word in mind, impoverished, because in the areas in Chicago where it's impoverished, there's also a lot of violence, gun violence, shootings, and stuff of that nature. They don't ever mention that word, impoverished. They always try to blame it on some, I don't know, I guess they really try to blame it on the people. Like, I mean, yeah. Now, just so we'll say, I have listened, and I heard some guys that are not involved in a lot of criminal activity talk about Chicago and basically where the guns come from. Now, and these guys don't have a reason to lie. Like, I'm in a group, what social platform I'm on, but I'm in a group with a bunch of guys from Chicago, and then I've heard them speak on actually finding crates of semi-automatic weapons, like just open crates, just left in the alleys for the pickers, like, hey, come get these guns. And they don't have a reason to lie. Like, it's not that kind of group. This is actually like this ain't even a group on these kind of issues. I'll just say that much. I'm not going to say what kind of group it is. But it's not a group on these type of issues when it comes to social stuff. But they mentioned that they have found crates of weapons. just left in the alleys before the taker just come and grab your weapons. So it makes plenty of sense because a lot of those cats, and I'm just gonna speak on the rappers and like the drill music era. A lot of those guys have criminal backgrounds. So how they ended up with guns? I know you can get access to guns, but even if you are a criminal or legal access to guns, I know there's plenty of ways to do so, but nobody's talking about these crates that are being left in these alleys for them to actually go after one another. Now, when you think about why are they taking these guns? Why are they taking them? Because I'm not gonna say that they're criminals by nature or criminals at heart. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say people get desperate when they're poor, beyond maintenance. Like if a person feel like they're not eating enough or can't get by with what they have, they will go to extreme measures to try to get certain things. And that's Chicago as a whole. In those areas, that's those urban areas in Chicago that are suffering from poverty. They are going through that. And it's not just Chicago. It's plenty of places. Like Dallas was after COVID. Man, look, Dallas it wasn't no money to get, man. And we saw it on the news every day, every other day, and it's still going on, man. People getting killed left, right, and it's just, man, everybody got a chip on their shoulder because it's just a hard, tough time. You know what I mean? And from a cultural standpoint, it's easy to say y'all need to stay out the way or stay out of situations like that. But from a cultural standpoint, that's what we know. Like, I'm sure if like somebody was a deer hunter, right? Let's say if somebody was a deer hunter and they found that there was a bear, where like an avid deer hunter, like there's no way you could keep them from hunting deer, and they knew there was a black bear was sighted where they hunted for deer at. I'm sure that they would, before they would just not go and hunt deer, they would probably go out there and just keep an eye for the black bear. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I wouldn't say, that people were stupid for keep doing their regular routine because crime had gotten higher. Like, they're just probably gonna try to do something different, and that's understandable. I mean, they probably try to do some of the same things, which is understandable, and because that's what they're used to. So whenever I hear mainstream media platforms start talking about poverty, when they're talking about crime in urban areas, when I start hearing that, then it'll be more believable. If I don't want to hear Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens, who's actually paid by people from that wing, paid by right wing. They're actually paid by right wing media platforms to spread the information that they're, giving their opinions on. So if that's the case, it's kind of hard to listen to them. You know what I mean? Because it's really just trying to get paid. Hey, I mean, I don't have a problem about it. This is from a capitalistic standpoint, and I don't respond to it because I know what it is. I kind of take my hats off to them for getting paid to tell that side of the street what they want to hear. Like, hey, they want to hear that. They want to hear the government is doing this and the government is doing that. They want to hear it. So whoever tells it to them, no matter what the color, but they got to make them feel better about Now, I mean, that's kind of the sacrifice that they make is they try to dismiss the racial aspect and all that. I don't. What in the? I'm not trying to cuss. Where in the fuck did this shit they talking about when they talking about what they call? I'll get back to that. I'm gonna do a whole segment on that shit because I gotta go do some research and figure out who in the fuck. Y'all just making up shit these days. Like trying not to tell people how fucked up America was in the past, the history of America. First of all, if y'all fix that shit, everybody forget about it. Go ahead and drop the reparations, bro. And everybody will say, oh shit, America, right of their fucking wrongs and move the fuck on. And bro, don't tell me where we're gonna get the money from. Where we're gonna get the money from. Where we're gonna get the money from. You find fucking money for the defense fund every fucking year. Every year in the budget, you find billions, millions of fucking dollars for the defense fund that makes up what, over 60% of the budget. Said, okay, you think you can't do reparations? Make that shit 40% of the budget. Don't give me that bullshit. All this, where is it gonna come from? Where is it gonna come from? You better make some fucking sacrifices. Like if you gotta make those kind of military developments every fucking year, you need a whole new team. Like, that shit should be like a 10-year. You should have good enough shit to upgrade every year on the money that y'all spending to be good for a good 5 to 7 years, man. And I know technology is one of the fastest advancing things ever. But come on, bro. Don't give me that where we're gonna get the money shit. Hey, where we're gonna get the money? The fuck you mean when you gonna get the money? It's there. The money is there. Or otherwise, if money wasn't there, there wouldn't be a defense budget. There wouldn't be a budget, period. So stop that bullshit, man. Stop that. Why do they have to get reparations? Shit, probably because several other motherfucking people or races or whatever the hell the case may be got reparations. So come on, man. Just do your fucking part. Now, about this gun violence shit, right? Look, they're like, there's no way that people with law-abiding citizens shouldn't be able to hold a certain kind of firearm. This the bullshit that Candace always talk about. But then you go on the internet and you watch law-abiding citizens who have the right to carry semi-automatic rifles gunning down the police because they went from being law-abiding citizens to turning into a criminal because you know what they thinking? They thinking that bullshit rhetoric that y'all are speaking on the internet. They're thinking about they're not thinking about, okay, I was wrong. I shouldn't have pulled guns on people because they were riding bikes down the street. They're thinking about the police are trying to come and disarm me. Because that's the fucking rhetoric y'all spilling. You were spilling rhetoric about not about being responsible with your weapons. You spreading rhetoric about how to use your weapons to avoid getting disarmed because that's what they're thinking. They're thinking totally that you're taking my rights. It's so un-American. I wish you would. I wish they would try to take my guns and I'll do this and I'll do that. And that's exactly what the fuck they do. So stop spreading that bullshit. Stop spreading that bullshit. Don't go out here saying that the government has some kind of shit going on. Whatever. Come on, man. Just at least try to encourage safety or encourage. Why you can't encourage the government to fund more programs for gun safety or for you know what I'm saying? I don't know, fund, at least let the government fund psychological testing, to see if this dude capable of having a gun. And then all you have to do is very easy to say, this motherfucker don't need no gun. What are you gonna do if an officer tries to take gun fuel? Oh, he's not taking my fucking gun. Boom, you can't have no gun. You can't have no gun. That's simple. That's fucking simple. Right? So it's an easy fix. But stop trying to act like it's just some other, just trying to take all of our guns. Or don't go back to when, blah, blah, blah. Yes, go back to that shit. Do you know how many freed men were killed by the police, after the Civil War, because you gave them guns to go find a man? Come on, bro. But even the ones that just was going to hunt runaway slaves, because what sense do it make for you to have somebody hunt down runaway slaves when it's fucking smart to run away? If you're a slave, what did you think it was? If you was a slave or if you was a prisoner, let's just say you was a prisoner of war. That means you was somewhere where you didn't want to fucking be. As a slave, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to fucking be there, so they tried to run away. But y'all actually made it legal for people to go fucking hunt them down. Right? So it just don't make fucking sense. It don't make sense. So look, stop spreading that bullshit rhetoric, Candace, Faux, what's your name, Tucker Carlson. You a fucking bro. And it is crazy because every time I watch her on your show and you start smiling, and it's just always a pleasure to have her on here, and everything she says, you just act like you're so wild, and oh man, everything you said was just so correct. After every fucking segment with Candace Owens. Bro, did you write that for her? Did y'all rehearse this shit for over the week? Bro, it's so fucking weird. And nobody understands. I don't understand. I don't know if everybody else understands. I bet it's a bunch of fucking idiots sitting at home and not recognizing the fuckery that's going on between you and her and the dialogue that y'all are sharing. Man, it's just asinine. And Brandon Tatum, he don't even know how to use words with S and no, he don't even know how to speak. He's a grammatical fucking idiot. Man, I like he'll say he know when it's he knows, or they is when it's they are. Like, he's a fucking idiot. And they put him on there and he's trying to talk all big and he's trying to act like he's just such a most intelligent fucking black man on the fucking planet because he's on TV working for the man. Bro, we know y'all getting paid. We know y'all get paid. We don't give a shit. But damn, if you getting paid, at least Candace got the audacity to fucking be intelligent about her shit. We got this big dumbass dude talking about used to be a police officer and now he's not a police officer, and he's talking about he's all in defense for the police officer, but you ain't no motherfucking police officer no more. Because what were the reasons you were a police officer? If you was a good police officer and you had all you could offer so much as a police officer, what the fuck made you stop? Who wants to listen to you because you were a former cop? I won't listen to a fucking former cop unless you got kicked off the force for fucking over a cop that was doing the wrong shit. That's the only way you gonna get me to follow your retarded, stupid, ungrammatical, goofy ass, man. Get the hell out of here, bro. You are not the solution. You are the fucking problem because you run around here spreading the same bullshit rhetoric, trying to dismiss race just so you can get your ass paid. That's what I'm saying. Don't make that sacrifice. You're trying to dismiss a race. You're trying to look. Just because you're black and you're saying there is no racism, don't mean you're not causing a divide. It's still the same shit. It's still the same shit because there's still people that believe. You want to know why? Because it's people that haven't been healed. And for the most part, I know white people that I never look. I had dialogue with white people that I never fucking met in real life. And I'm going off on them and I'm telling them about race and I'm telling them what the problem is and I'm telling them all this and all this. And and this is on a public, on a public space, and then in private they will come to me and they will tell me the truth. Yes, I was raised up in a racist family. I didn't want to be like that, but that's just how my family is. I hate that I'm this way and I want to be better. That shit y'all talking is not realistic, man. It's not realistic. So I had to talk to the people that look at shit and understand it and, trust the process and know that as as citizens, as Americans, that we have to heal from this shit first. We gotta heal. So once we heal from the shit y'all trying to hide, there's no need to hide nothing. I'm telling you, just right your wrong, bro. Right your wrongs. I'm calling y'all bro because y'all, we should be brothers in this. We all live in the same spot. Who in the okay, let's say if shit hit the fan and China and Russia or whoever the fuck try to come over here and do shit, do you really want to let race be a factor where if somebody help y'all ass or not, bro? Come on, this is just retarded, man. Right your fucking wrongs. Right your fucking wrongs. Get on the same page. If y'all want to get rid of the fucking government, you're citizens. You can. All y'all got people in the military that all can come like, look, you got to quit because they're not on the same page as us. They don't want to be as one. They want to keep saying black, white, and the third. And they're not willing to let us heal. I mean, we can all call family members that's in the military and tell them, hey, man, put your guns down. Get you an Article 15. Come home. Quit this shit. Because if enough people quit, you know what? They don't have a choice but to hear the cries of the citizens. My whole thing is this. Just don't let the fucking media or the government, because the government gonna do this shit. They gonna try to spread to, and that's why we got all these social media platforms so we can all come together and we can tell the world the truth. Because they'll come and say it's a lie. They'll try to spin the shit to whatever the fuck they want it to be and try to make us vulnerable so they can keep their seat. They can keep their seat. So if they do some shit like that, I'll tell y'all what to do later. Right now, I ain't gonna give y'all shit. But this is what I need y'all to do. If you like this video and all the content that you see me post in the past, please like, comment, hate, subscribe. Do all you gotta do to help me out on this platform. I don't really want no money. I just want y'all to hear me. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, I take it, but I ain't even posting nothing about that right now. But just get my likes up and get the comments up and get my content rolling, man. I'm trying to really spread some true knowledge about love and being there for one another, man, and enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need to know what's going on everywhere in this country as American brothers and sisters. So look, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Banneker out.